Welcome to the Hot Rod Podcast with Ron Foreman and Brady Wright. We're the guys who eat, breathe, and live cars. Ron is the president and founder of the Rat Bastards Car Club and a longtime builder of awesome hot rods. Brady is the founder of the Idaho State Hot Rod Hall of Fame, a producer of car shows all across the Northwest, and the builder of the only rat rod ice cream truck in the state. Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is episode, Brady, did you say it was?
This was 379.
Wow, almost 1 from 80.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
We're 20 away from 400.
My God, we can count.
Barely.
Yeah, well, welcome to the show, and be sure to hit the share and like buttons on Facebook and YouTube. Let's get to it.
That's right. Oh, and by the way, make sure you turn the notifications on. We haven't been asking for that, but you should, because then you'll know when a new one shows up.
Awesome.
We got a special guest tonight. Let's bring him in. And as mentioned, show number 379, the Hot Rod Podcast. Brady Wright, Ron Foreman, and our special guest, Bob McLean. Bob McLean is his official title is the Big Cheese at the Lexus dealership in Spokane. It says that on your business cards, doesn't it?
Well, I used to. I'm retired.
You're retired now. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But Bob is still the Big Cheese. He's actually the driving force behind the Valley Real Life Church Father's Day Car Show, which has been going on for quite some time. And it is coming up again this Father's Day, 2025. Regardless of when you're watching this, it's coming up. It's going to be a great show. And I have to say thank you, because for the last 4 years, you've been kind enough to allow me to come in and MC the show. It's been a great experience, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. This year is going to be pretty cool. There's some things happening this year that every year it gets a little bit better. So let's just talk about the show. Obviously, it's Father's Day. Give us the rundown on the show, Bob.
Yeah, it's free. Starts at 7:30, goes to 1:30. Participants love it because you get a park on a nice piece of grass.
Yeah.
You're not on the hot pavement, hoping and praying for a good day that day, some sunshine. We've been blessed we've never ever had any rain. It's rained before and after, but
yeah,
the skies have been good for us. So we've got a few things different this year. Like you said, we always had the food trucks out there. We've got activities for the kids. But this year we're doing a car club challenge. And so, Melissa Berkland did a little video for us challenging the other car clubs to come out. And so we're excited to, we're going to have a trophy. We have 28 trophies that we hand out that day.
Oh, nice.
So we're excited about that. And one of the trophies is for the participants that from the car clubs that bring out the most.
Yep. And Ron will appreciate this. Every time when the Rat Bastards do a show, the club makes the trophies. They're different every time, and it's kind of the same thing at the church. John, one of the fellows at the church, John Kennard, has usually done a pretty excellent job making trophies. They're different every year. And how many cars were there last year, Bob? Do you remember?
Yeah, so we were 212, I think was the number.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we started this 7 years ago with a few group gentlemen from the church putting it together, and ladies. Terry Johnson, your cousin, was one of them. Who's been with us every year, but I think we had 30 cars the first year. So every year it just gets a little better.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've got plenty of room. We're hoping for at least 250 this year. So
right on.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about this. Ron, this is a great it's a great opportunity to kind of talk a little bit about the church grounds. It's a great big church, and there's plenty of parking, regardless of whether you're going to be in the show or not. But the grounds where the show actually takes place is a huge lawn. And it's kind of laid out like a bowl, a little amphitheater sort of a thing. The stage is kind of up at the top. And last year, I think, was maybe the first year that we did the semicircle layout. Yeah. And that worked out great. There's no bad place in the show. There's no dead spot for the sound. There's no place where you can't see.
So it's like an amphitheater.
It kind of is.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
It's not real slanted, but it is a little bit slanted. But everybody, even in the back row, can hear. The church has upgraded the sound system basically every year, which means they can hear me better. I'm not sure if that's a benefit, but at least they can hear the announcements and things. And yeah, I mean, there's been all kinds of special entertainment over the years. I mean, had skydivers and skywriting. Well, not skydivers, but skywriting and flyovers a couple of years. Anything like that coming up? Anything special this year?
Yeah, we're hoping to have the biplanes again, father son duo that come
That's
over,
cool.
fly over. Yeah, they do, and door prizes. Brady, throughout the day we'll be handing out door prizes, and Brady said 4 years ago he's taken it to a new level for us with his emceeing. It's it was before it was me and one of the pastors, and we didn't do a very good job. So we
Yeah, you
really
did a fine
appreciate
job.
Brady.
You did. I had big shoes to fill, and it's very kind that you've asked me back. I have a lot of fun doing it, and it really is a great show. I mean, it's just a great show.
I even
Obviously,
heard you. I even heard you had a special guest one time. You had Chuck Norris there or something like
you
that.
know,
Is that right?
celebrities
Yeah,
have been known to
yeah.
come to the show. We're not sure who else is going to make it this year, but yeah, I mean, in addition to, world-renowned celebrities like Chuck, we we've had dragsters, doing the cackle stuff at
Oh,
various
nice.
points during the show. There was midget racers. I don't want to say midget racers. They were racing go-karts. Wasn't that it one
Go
year?
karts, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep.
Cool.
We had a slow drags one year. This is just all different stuff gets tried, and
Cool.
it's a lot of fun. What's
Yeah.
what is the is there a bounce house this year, Bob?
Yep. Got the bounce house for the kids
Yep.
and some other activities for the kids and dad's root beer for everybody. We'll
Yep.
be handing that out. That's
Yep.
a staple every year that we do. And so yeah, it's just a good time. And people have registered already. And every year the registrations just come earlier and earlier. You don't have to
Yep.
register, but we
Right.
we encourage it. It just makes it easier on the morning of as people are coming in and getting parked. If they're pre-registered, it just makes that go a little better.
Yeah, it sure
Nice.
does. Well, I want to talk a little bit about the registration process, just so everybody knows, and I want to make sure we get a chance to play those videos because they are pretty cool. Let's take a commercial break here, right, just for a second, and we'll come back and kind of dive into that stuff. Fair enough?
Sounds good.
There's a great new family-oriented nonprofit car club in Idaho.
We're the Rat Bastards, and we want you.
Welcome all hot rods, 1969 or earlier, and orphans.
And the rough is enough.
Rat Bastards. Real steel and iron hot rods.
We are the Rat Bastards, and we want you.
We're all about old school hot rods and rat rods.
We get together, help each other build, and cruise like crazy.
Because that's the way car clubs are supposed to be.
Join us for cruisings all over Idaho and Washington.
Joining the club is easy.
A bunch of rat bastards.
Contact us through our club Facebook page or come talk to us at any event.
We have cruisings on the first and third Saturday of every month.
Check out our Facebook page for information.
Email us at ratbastardsidaho@gmail.com.
Rat Bastards!
We're charter sponsors of the Idaho State Hot Rod Hall of Fame and the Hot Rod Podcast.
Crap bastards.
Rat Bastards.
In the rough is enough.
It's not what you buy, it's what you build.
It's not what you buy, it's what you build.
It's not what you buy, it's what you build.
It's not what you buy, it's what you build.
It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
The most fun you can have with your clothes on.
All right. Before the break, we were talking about the registration process at the Valley Real Life Father's Day Car Show. As obviously it is Father's Day.
Tell us a little bit about the registration process, sir.
Yeah, so if they just go to the VRL church website, click on events, and they'll see the Father's Day Car Show, and pretty easy process. Like I say, we encourage those that can pre-register, and if you don't get registered, still show up. That's the big thing.
Yeah. So what's the process if you don't register and you show up? Is there two
Well,
lines or is it just one line? Everybody gets
no,
in one line?
we've changed our process over the years to try and streamline it best we can. So what'll happen is everybody comes in through the same way. We get you parked. Once you get parked, you'll come up to the registration desk. Those that are pre-registered we'll have all their information. And then if you haven't pre-registered, you just got to fill out a few forms and get you back to your car and then that'll help the judging that happens later in the day as well.
So they put a description of the car on the car
Yep.
itself.
Yep.
That comes with your packet.
Yep. Driver name. And then, we got some little goodies for the drivers, that we hand out. And along with the door prizes that Brady will be doing throughout the day, we just randomly will call up some people and give away some prizes.
One thing that we added to the placard that we put on the cars is their phone number, their cell phone number. So if we have to get a hold of them for an emergency or for an announcement for that if they won or something like that, that's something that we really we tried to do, and it seems to work pretty good.
I like that idea. We'll probably steal it.
Go ahead, absolutely. How many people does it take to put this show on?
Like I say,
Volunteers.
we started out with a pretty small committee. I think there were maybe men and women. We had maybe five, and now we've got a committee of about 12, and everybody does a great job. We hand out, go to a lot of the different car shows and have some little cards that we hand out, invite cards, and
Cool.
but yeah, everybody's just it's as it's grown over the years for the church, it's just a fun day, fun for the whole family to come out, those going to church and then those that are coming out and participating.
Do you use the church kitchen at all, or do you have food trucks come, or
Yeah,
what's
just food trucks. Yeah, we've got a taco truck. We've got Sedge's hot dogs. These guys have been coming every year. We got crepes. Yeah, so yeah, just everybody goes away pretty satisfied. They're not going to go hungry.
that's usually the case? If you don't have food, people tend to leave.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we've been really fortunate. Every year, like I say, it's grown. We now do 4 services at our church because we've kind of grown. Our last services is at noon now. So our first one being at 8. So, if they want to, if a driver wants to participate and go into one of the services, they sure can. And but obviously not mandatory for them to show up and go to church.
Well, it's also
So
a
that,
good reason to go inside the church because the coffee stand is in there. And if you want coffee,
Exactly.
then
Yep.
you're already in there. So
Yep. Yeah, and you get a free coffee card.
nothing
Right?
wrong with
nice.
that.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Hey, you were talking about the videos, and I do want to take a look. Let's pause and take a look at a couple of them and see what they look like. These are also going to be on the website. If you go to the VRL Father's Day Car Show Facebook page, you'll see them there as well. But we'll play them. Let's play the one that is the Car Club Challenge because that one's a lot of fun. Do you know who put that one together?
I did.
Oh, you did. Well,
Oh, very cool.
right.
Awesome.
I reach through the screen and pat you on the back here because
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
this one's good.
Hey, we're headed to the Valley Real Life Father's Day Car Show. I'm bringing my dad. You should bring yours. All you car clubs out there, we're challenging you. Bring the most participants and you win a really cool award. So come out and join us and have some fun.
Stop by and be the winner.
That was
Wow.
a nice job. That's really-
Nice.
Yeah, Melissa did a great job, and that's her dad in there, and
Yep.
and she had a lot of fun with it. But just a great lady and family, and they've got a new Mustang that they're bringing out.
Oh,
That
Nice.
is in the video, the other video,
Yeah.
and That's a cool car. They just got it completed, and I talked them into coming out and being there that day. So he'll be.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, one thing we haven't talked about here is actually where the church is. I mean, this show gets seen all over the place, but if you want to take part, if you want to show up and just look at the show, of course, it's free to look. But if you want to register and come in, the church is basically in Spokane Valley. It's just off Barker Road, off of I-90 in Spokane, Washington, and it's pretty easy to get to. If you're going east or west on I-90, turn south on Barker Road and just keep going until you see the signs. It's what, a mile and a half, maybe
Yeah.
2 miles down there. It's
Yeah.
easy to get to, and
Cool.
once you get to the entrance road, you kind of can't go wrong because there's only one road in. You're gonna get to the show.
Actually, this year, Brady, you can come in off of Henry as well.
Oh, that's right.
So that's opened up on the backside to help with people coming in. So, if you're a participant or just coming to check it out, you can come in on Henry or you can come in on Barker.
I'm so used to having that one road. That's right. We did that specifically because getting out is sometimes a challenge at the end of the show. It gets kind of clogged up there. But yeah, that's right. 2 entrances, 2 exits, no waiting. It's like a barber, There's 3 barbers, no waiting. So I know that the food trucks and the entertainment and just the chance to kind of get to know a bunch of people who are like-minded car wise, and you get to find a new church. Maybe you go in and take a look, maybe you don't, but if you do, I guarantee you're going to find some nice people in there. Absolutely. It's one of the highlights of the summer season over here. It's getting to be pretty big. 250, 275. That's a pretty good solid show.
I'm predicting 300 cars.
I like it.
I'm predicting you get 300 cars, especially with your car show challenge. I bet you're gonna end with your videos, your commercials. I'm thinking pretty good.
Yeah.
You're gonna be surprised.
We've got the room.
We definitely have the room. Well, and you, before the show, of course, you can get John Kennard to go out there and mow the extra field in the back there. So somebody shows up, just get him to go down there with the clippers and clean that one up.
We made sure we turned the sprinklers off.
Good plan. Good plan. Yeah, that's not so good. Although you could call it a car wash and maybe make an extra buck or two off of that.
Free car wash.
So it is. And I have to say, Bob, it's been a pleasure doing this with you these years. I mean, we really look forward to it. I'm hoping that I will have my my Rat Rod ice cream truck done by the show. We're banging away on it at night after night here, and it's getting pretty close.
Cool.
It's definitely going to be ready for either for the show or for Coeur d'Alene or for the infestation, which is coming at the end of June. So it's going to be there.
Nice.
But yeah, it's going to be terrific. So it is Father's Day, obviously, June 15th this year, right? Yeah, 15th. And Valley Real Life Church is in Spokane Valley, Spokane, Washington. It's right off of I-90, just 2 miles south on Barker Road. And what time does it start?
7:30.
7:30. And load-in begins.
Yeah, we I'm usually there around 5:30, and it seems like every year I got somebody waiting to, they're getting.
There's cars in front.
Happens.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think we'll all be there about 6 for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a tremendous show. And I really am looking forward to this whole car club challenge.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Absolutely.
I think it's new, and we've had some pretty good participation from some of the car clubs in the past. So I'm anxious to see what it's going to do this year.
You're gonna rock, man. You're gonna be surprised. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, we hope one of these years you need to come over and join us.
I should.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we were talking a little bit about the registration process and how many people, and it is a better show every year, and largely thanks to the people who put it on. I mean, the church by itself, of course, but the crew and the committee does an excellent job, and I just try to hold my own. But this thing it gets bigger every year and better every year, and everybody seems to know what they're doing, and people have fun. People talk about it afterwards for quite a while, and you should be commended for sitting in the chair, Bob.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. It's been fun. I guess because I was in the car business, that meant I was a car guy, and so one of the pastors said, "Hey, what about doing a car show?" And so we like I say, we had a small group of individuals. They pretty much hung on there, and we learn something new every year, and try and make it better. And it's been fun.
Cool.
What's really cool is seeing the kids. When they see all the cool cars out there, and we've got cars for kids that they actually bring their cars out, and they let their kid, they let the kids climb through them. So that's kind of fun. And
Always let them in my car.
Well,
We
and
just
that's
started
actually. Go ahead, Ron.
Go ahead. We just started a cruise in Friday nights at the Galaxy 12 Theater, and
That's right.
there were quite a few kids that showed up because Moana was our opening night for Lilo and Stitch, I guess it was.
Oh,
and lots of kids there. They come over checking out the cars. I let them in my car, and there's a couple of other guys that let their kids in the cars, and they just had a great time. Parents couldn't
that's
believe
one of
it.
the things that happens at the VRL show. I mean, I stand up there sometimes on the stage and just look out, and I see families, kids, young people going around to all the cars. I've never seen anybody get turned away to, can I sit in your car? Can I look at the car? Can I, can I pet it? Tell me about it. Everybody's very open and welcoming, and it really does, make a nice impression for the kids and the fathers. Maybe the dad brought his kids because they wanted to come. Well, that's pretty cool too, so it's a win.
And we've got a professional photographer walking around taking pictures, not only of the participants, but of, people coming out and they want to get their picture taken. So that's fun too.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, Bob, thanks for coming by and talking with us. I know that the show is going to be bigger and better, and I'll make this promise right now. If we hit 300, whether it's this year or next, I personally will bring a special prize for car number 300 when they register in.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I can't tell you what it is, but it's not food and it won't go bad. I can tell you. It's going to be good.
Well, Brady, we appreciate you because, like I say, you've done a great job in the role and just helping us promote it and everything else. So very blessed to have you on the committee.
Well, right back at you. It's a fun thing to do, and it definitely is one of the highlights of the summer around here for sure. Yeah. Bob McLean, thanks a bunch. Ron, always a pleasure to have you here. This has been and will be
again, Bob.
Podcast. You too, Ron. Thank you.
We're gonna do this again next week.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
That's it for this episode of the Hot Rod Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to our show, and we appreciate it if you smash those notification buttons too, so you'll know when a new one drops. For Ron Foreman, I'm Brady Wright. This has been the Hot Rod Podcast. We'll see you on the next one.